What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've done one of these, but it's time to check out some more plants. We are late summer. It's about mid-August right now. So I'm going to take you around and show you the plants and tell you what has been going on with my green friends. So let's go check them out. Alright, so it is afternoon. The light's going to just be a little bit of a factor here, but we have the furry guys down here. I think these are commonly known as like Mother of Thousands. I haven't been able to get them to propagate yet, but they're still alive, looking a little leggy, but that is okay. I have an empty spot here, which I will get into the reason for that shortly. And then up here I have two things that I'm attempting to propagate in water. The larger leaf at the top here is for a bird's nest, Sansevieria or Dracaena. It's a bird's nest snake plant. And then there's also a jade cutting. Jades are something new since the last time I did a plant video. I think I had one that I had maybe just gotten from a plant swap, and I will show you that and some others as well. So here is the first jade that I have, or not the first one, but here's the first one we're talking about. This guy is rooted. He is cutting off another jade, just kind of getting established, and I can feel two small bumps at the top, so he is preparing to put out new leaves, which is really good. It's just kind of getting established in a 4-inch pot. Next door to him, also in a 4-inch terracotta, I have just a run-of-the-mill snake plant. If you saw my last plant update, he was probably not much taller than this little leaf here. He is now grown, I'd say almost 6 inches, so he's pretty happy there. Next to him, we have my more successful little jade plant. Just starting to maybe get ready to put out another leaf or something like that. So there's him. He's got pretty established. He's in a 5-inch pot, so he's gonna take a while to get bigger, but that's okay. This guy was actually doing okay last time as well. This is a Dracaena marginata that is about 2 months or so it's been in here, and it's finally really happy. It's well established. My habit with these tends to be pulling the leaves off because I like the trunks, but I'm trying really hard to let the leaves be, let that trunk really mature, let the tree figure itself out, and then pull them off when they're older. So next on the list here, this is a Dracaena, I believe either a lemon lime or a limelight. I can't remember which. I believe it might be limelight, but I, to be honest, do not remember. I'm very happy, very well rooted in here, and let me kneel so you guys can get a look at the crown here. Lots of new leaves. A happy little bean here. And we're gonna migrate on over to my table where I have some lights, and here we are. So over here, I'm taking care of this one for the girlfriend at the moment. This is not a plant I'm familiar with, or really have a big desire to have around, because I'm unfamiliar with them, but it's a Monstera Deliciosa, delicious, a yummy Monstera. Yes, we're going to stick with that. He seems pretty happy. He has, since I've taken care of him, he has put out this middle leaf here. So, cool stuff, I suppose. I just have been watering periodically, and that's about it. This is one of my favorite plants that I have. He is a Dracaena marginata as well, just kind of a bigger plant, which is neat. Very well established in this 5-inch pot, and you know, these lower leaves have started to come off to reveal the trunk, which is always exciting, and one of my favorite parts about the Dracaenas is that they kind of become a tree. So we're gonna hop up to here, and right here I got this guy from a coworker who had babies that she was willing to share, and this is a spider plant, and I've always kind of wanted one, but I've never really like bit the bullet on one, and so I'm very happy. So shout out to Michelle, thank you. And this guy seems pretty happy here. He's in another, I think this must be a 6-inch pot, or 5 or 6, and he's pretty well established in here. He's doing fairly well, and just the last time I watered, some of these leaves started to kind of stand up more, so it seems fairly content, I believe. Don't know much about spider plants, I've never had one, but this guy is a lot of fun. So now we're gonna hop over to my desk area, and we'll focus it right here. So this aloe, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, was outside in a shoebox in the Minnesota winter, and has recovered fairly spectacularly, if I do say so myself, and is a happy little dude. He's in an 8-inch pot. Lots of room over here for pups if we get there. I'm sure he would like a little bit more light, but I'm doing the best I can with him over here, and this seems to be a spot where he is fairly content. So that is an aloe. Now in the back, this guy has absolutely taken off in the last couple of weeks. This is a bird's nest sansevieria. This is where the leaf came from that I'm propagating, but this guy's just going crazy. I've never seen a bird's nest snake plant that's really big like this. This guy was small for me for like a year. Like, he was not very big, and I don't know if it was repotting or fertilizing or just kind of moving him around that kind of did it, but he is quite happy. Back here we have a ZZ Raven, doing fairly well. Hasn't done much for me. I probably should up pot it at some point because it's pretty well filled out, this 6-inch pot that I bought it in. But he was an expensive dude, so I'm just kind of letting him be for a little longer. And I will prepare a pot for him probably by the end of August or so I can get him potted in and establishing himself before winter. Up next over here we have an aloe. He lost a few leaves because he was actually he was doing too well for himself. He was falling over and falling apart. But he's alive in this little pot here, so he's doing okay for now. I've used him to attempt some propagations. Nothing has been successful yet, but that's why I have the giant aloe over here. Next, we have this dude way on back here. He is a ponytail palm, and he is alive, and that's about it. Putting out some new leaves. They don't grow very quickly, and I have found that this guy has stayed almost exactly the same size as when I bought him, which was a year and a half ago, so he's just vibing. Next little dude is, again, just a regular old snake plant. I had a giant one that I bought from somebody last summer, maybe, and it was like, again, it was too big and it was falling over, and like the plant was dying and it was like not doing so well, so I was able to save this plant from the giant one, and it's doing okay, I think. Again, just kind of getting established. He's pretty well rooted, but hasn't done much more than that for me as yet, which is totally fine. Up next, we have another snake plant. This guy is a starfish snake plant. Very cool. One of my favorite little dudes. Lots of leaves coming out. He's like splitting open, and there's leaves coming out of like the central structure of the plant, I guess. So very cool. Now, you probably... Ooh, yay, the hair in my mouth. Perks of having long hair. I thought that was what was going on. You may remember this guy. Let's get the focus where I want it. This is another Dracaena. This one is a Janet Craig that I am growing to be a tree. And very happy. He's, again, well established here in this 8-inch pot. I can wiggle him a little bit, but he's pretty well rooted and has been putting out some new leaves slowly and slowly. Now you'll remember there was an empty spot on the window. This is why. This plant is nuts, dude. So I bought this plant probably about 3 or 4 inches tall. It wasn't rooted in a little pot, and I bought it for like $7 or something, and it was too much, and I was like, it's not even rooted, like it's gonna die. No. This thing is huge. It's an African milk tree. I had them on my window, and I tried to water the other day, and ended up, unfortunately, with kind of a mess, so that's why he's over here. I'm hopefully gonna propagate. But I'm very scared to cut this thing. I don't want to get the sap everywhere. I think it's going to be an outdoor project. I'm a little freaked out, but like it's time to do something because he's starting to like lean over. So my plan right now is to probably cut somewhere in here where there's like not a lot of leaves, and I can get this nice big part as a new plant. Maybe, I don't know. He kind of freaks me out, but we'll see what happens with him. Now we're gonna zoom across right here, I have my cactus. I don't know what kind of cactus. It's like a columna cactus of some description, but he's alive, and that's it. He hasn't done almost anything for me in, I would say, almost 2 years that I've had him, but he's alive. Another newer guy to me is this Peperomia, which, since I have forgot about him and thrown him over here, he has done pretty well, but I don't know anything about these guys. I don't know how to care for them well, but he is here, and he seems relatively content. Okay, next guy right here. This is a Dracaena Janet Craig. This poor plant is just always kind of in the way. Some of these plants, you can see this leaf is turning yellow. It's just old. He's fairly healthy, actually. The whole plant is doing really well, but sometimes these bottom leaves start to turn yellow. He's putting out a lot more growth on the top, so we'll travel up the tree a little. Maybe he's getting a little more sun than they're used to as well, but that's kind of how it goes. But way up here, if I can get to the crown, I will poke the camera down in there. He's putting out some leaves. Slower grower, but he's doing all right. And I will point and pray. So up here we have another Dracaena marginata. We have a baby starfish snake plant and my regular ZZ plant, all of which are doing very well. The ZZ I just watered. Everybody else seems pretty content. So that's where the plants are at in terms of summer. Again, the big project is going to be figuring out something with the African milk tree. I'm happy to do care for any of these plants in terms of how I take care of them. I have another video up a little bit about how I can take care of plants non-visually if you're interested on the channel. But if you have any other questions, comments, similar experiences, similar plants you have, how they're doing, let me know. I'm always down to talk a little bit of plants, and hope you guys enjoy the summer update, because I like doing these. It lets me look back on some of the other plants and go, oh yeah, that one died, or something like that. So just getting a good check on things, but hope you're doing well, and we'll check back in probably in a few months in the fall as we kind of get ready for another cold Minnesota winter with these guys, and we'll see how it goes. But thanks for checking this one out, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I appreciate you checking it out, and we'll see you later. All right, peace.